Hong Kong listed shares of Alibaba surged 14.5% overnight after quarterly results beat estimates on nearly every metric, driven by a big jump in AI-related products. And yesterday afternoon, the Wall Street Journal reported that Ryan Cohen, the GameStop CEO, increased his personal stake in Alibaba to roughly 7 million shares, worth about $1 billion. For insight on this, let's bring in Dan Ives, Global Head of Technology Research and a Senior Equity Analyst at Wedbush Securities. Dan, it's good to see you. Even before, I think, the news about Ryan Cohen, you were looking at those numbers from Alibaba, and you think that's the leading AI, end up being the big winner in China in terms of AI, and maybe Ryan Cohen is seeing the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be the big winner when it comes to AI in China. And I think, especially, our view, Apple and Alibaba, they're going to partner up. I mean, that's going to be Cupertino's partner in China probably in May. So they're really in a position of strength. You look at Cohen's bet, I think it's the right bet, because as we're starting to see sort of China tech awaken, Baba's really leading this. And I can tell you, I'm here in Hong Kong, and there's just huge bullishness for Baba as well as just what's happened from an AI perspective.
It's going to be across the board with cloud operations, e-commerce, customer-focused AI. They're spending more in the next 3 years than they did in the last 10. So everything and it's all based on not necessarily China's economy or relations with the United States, just based on the momentum of artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, look, clearly, DeepSeek was the first shot across the bow. But I think what you're seeing with Alibaba, it's really about the platform. I mean, it's no different than Microsoft, what we see with Alphabet, Amazon. I mean, Baba's in a massive position of strength. I mean, you'll see others, Baidu, Tencent, and others. But, I mean, this was a huge inflection point quarter. And I think more and more, whether it's a decoupling or ultimately some sort of more, globalization of AI, there's going to be winners in China, just like there's winners in the U.S., but we are seeing just a massive spending wave take place in China. And Alibaba, they're really the ones with the trophy case right now.
You think Ryan Cohen and his involvement has anything to do with the 15% move today? Can he do it to Alibaba like he does it with some of the meme stocks?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's obviously him sort of doubling down on Baba is a good thing, because I think it does just speak to just broader, I think what we're seeing in terms of the swirls from an investor perspective. And I think what Cohen sees, it used to be activism, right, in terms of, what he was looking for. But I think now it's just this, if you're going to play the China AI story, Baba continues to be the best way to play. I mean, we think $500 billion could be the sort of base case valuation as this plays on. And then obviously there'll be questions about, what does it even mean for GameStop? Do they try to make some bet, when it comes to, the broader view, especially with Apple and Baba definitely walking down the aisle when it comes to AI.
So just to look at it, more in depth, what is the app? Make the case that partnership is going to happen, and why is it going to happen? What does it do, the Apple Alibaba partnership? What's it do for Apple? What's it do for Baba?
Yeah, I think it's going to be groundbreaking, because right now Apple doesn't have AI in China. They need a partner. Cook, 10% politician, 9% CEO. I think Bob is going to be the partner, and that's the one that makes the most sense. Very similar to OpenAI in the U.S. because of the platform, because of the data, and that's going to be signed off from Beijing. And that's very important, because you have 300 million iPhones that haven't upgraded in 4+ years, or, around the world. In China alone, you have 100 million that haven't upgraded. This could be a huge catalyst for Apple in China, start to see growth here. And for Baba, when you get Cupertino basically betting their AI strategy in China, that's huge for both companies. And I think that's why they're going to bet on the winner, and that's something we expect by May.
I said earlier that I think China needs us, we need China. Do you think there'll be a thaw, even though Trump has been pretty, I don't know, he campaigns on things and then governs maybe in a different way. But as trading partners, we're important to each other.
Yeah, I mean, look, U.S. needs China, China's U.S. I could tell you in D.C. 3 weeks ago, I felt that. Here in Hong Kong and throughout Asia, it's feeling like that as well. I think more investors are making that bet, that this is going to be more of a thawing.